Okay. 2B, does the statute violate 2B? Issue, does the statute violate 2B? Rule within the criteria of section, rule within the criteria of Ireland 1982. A, does the activity in question convey a meaning in non-violent form? B, if so, purpose or effect of the law to limit that type of freedom of expression. Application. See, in application, the sum of the form of, now in application, just cut, copy, paste. Total. In application, write it down. Some, tell to the examiner, I know some of the expression contemplated within the provision which do entail violence, which does not cover violence, which does not cover under 2B. However, in a given scenario, my activity does convey a meaning. What does convey a meaning? Grifty. In non-violent form. Can you see any violent form? Violent form is, can you see any violent form? Just a grifty. Grifty, I can do it grifty. It's not a violent form. Can you see any killing, murder, or kill brown people, kill white people, beat them white people, I hate white people? There is no. So form of expression, I know, sir, tell to the examiner 2B. Some of the expression contemplate within the provision which do entail violence, which does not cover under the 2B. But in a given scenario, grifty does convey a meaning in a non-violent form. 2B's first step is done. Then does the purpose or effect of the law? My friend, can you please turn off your camera? Turn off your mic, please. Tejinder Singh, I'm gonna turn off your mic. Anyway, thank you. Then 2B, second step, does the purpose of the federal government, yeah, there was a severe limitation on my freedom of expression by federal government. By federal government. No. Rule 2, does the purpose or effect of the federal law to limit my freedom of expression? Yes, by freedom of expression, by imposing me a punishable imprisonment for a term not exceeding 10 years. Right? 10 years. We are not talking about liberty. We are just talking about 2B, freedom of expression. Tell to the examiner, some of the expression contemplate violent form doesn't cover under the 2B, but my activity does convey a meaning only a grifty, which in non-violent form 2B, first step has been done. The second step, purpose of the federal law to limit my freedom of expression by putting me behind the bar for next 10 years. Severe limitation on my freedom of expression. 2B is done. Right? Right? If I'm going to use my freedom of expression, what is the rule of 2B? Purpose or effect of the law to limit my freedom of expression? Of course, if I'm going to use my freedom of expression, 10 years jail. Don't worry about liberty. We are talking about only 2B. Stay on 2B. 2B is done. Then jump into prosecutor room. Sufficient important objective. What is your sufficient important objective? What is your sufficient important objective?
To protect the
from damages. There was a sufficient important objective. Then rational connection between the objective. Protect the property from damages, which is rationally connected between the objective and the discrimination. Minimum impairment. Only 20 under the age of 25, like over the age of 25. Rest of they can do it.
Does make sense.
I mean, you can go which way, it's up to you. You can save the law, you can reject the law. Grifty is not a fundamental rights. If you really want to grifty, go to York University. If you are an artist, you are really artist, doesn't make any sense. You can make a grifty on the front of the houses, on the wall chalking, bridges. This is not a fundamental rights, according to my opinion, minimum impairment is not a fundamental rights. Must grifty on the wall. If you are not really grifty, go to and get admission in a university. So what's that mean? Impairment. Law is justified under section 1. Matter is over. Make sense? Or then section 15, he's talking about section 15, not talking about section 7. 15 age is a listed ground. Okay, one more thing, my friend. Just relax. Calm down. Okay, just relax. Calm down. Computer guys, I need your eye contact. It's a turning point. Relax. Calm down. Section 32, 2A, then section 32, 2A. Did I talk about 2B? Then I'm not talking about. If 2A, section 1, man. I'm talking about if section 32, 2A is infringed, the next question is whether law is justified under section 1. 3 step, 1, 2, 3. See? Then 2B, whether
room 3, whether the law is
is sequence, right? Then number 2, if 2B, section 32, 2B, freedom of expression, the next question is whether law 2B is justified under section 1. Turning point is section 7. Then section 7 is life, liberty, security. You will not gonna go into section 1 analysis. Point to be noted, section 32 is done. Leave it section 32. Okay, if 2, okay. Computer guys, I need, seriously, you're gonna lose 20 marks. If you will not gonna understand this point, 100% you will lose 20 marks. I need your, if you need a break, you can take a break. I'm telling you, I have no idea you're gonna retain my services or not, but at least try to understand you're gonna lose 20 marks in this point. I have no idea. If you need a break, you can take a break. Okay, 2A, my friend, 2A is 2A. Next question, 2A is infringed, whether law is justified under section 1. 2B, freedom of expression has been infringed. Next question, whether law is justified under section 1. Section 7, life, liberty, security is going to be infringed. Next question is whether law is accordance with the principle of fundamental justice before you're gonna go into section 1 analysis. So basically there are 4 steps. Section 32, section 7, and section 7, life, liberty, security, yes, or between life, liberty, security. The next question before you're gonna go to Oakes test, whether law is accordance with the principle of fundamental justice. You got it? Do not confuse, man. Do not confuse, sir. Just for 1 second. Just for 1 second.
Yes, sir. That.
Huh? Okay, 2A, second, okay, 2A, then section 1, right? Section 1, 2A is infringed, my friend. What's your name?
Khalil.
Vishal. 2A is just, if 2A has been infringed, the next question is
whether section 1 has been,
whether section 2A is justified under section 1. 2B has been infringed. The next question is whether law is justified under section 1. Whether 2B is justified under section 1. Done. Section 7, life, liberty, security is going to be infringed. The next question is whether law is accordance with the principle of fundamental justice. Then law is justified under section 1.
Sorry.
If you will miss this point, 10 marks you're gonna lose. 100% section 7 always exam question. If you are fail in exam, anyone is fail in exam, read your failure report as much as you can. Read your 50 times, read your failure report as much as you can, 50 times. Try to understand, honestly. If you will not gonna read your failure report, again you will be failed.
So what are we asking with section 7?
Section 7, what I told you, life, liberty, security. The next issue is you're gonna write in exam. See, in my IRAC, see in my IRAC, so can you read my IRAC? The next